Alright, so I'm gonna do an update. A video, because holy lordy. Oh my goodness. So it has been the craziest start of 2024 I've had in a long time. As in the last video, you know, I'm breaking up, I'm moving, and then it just gets worse. Had a family friend died. Supposedly I was supposed to be in this will, and I wasn't. And that was really stressful because I could screw with my SSI, and I can't work a regular job. I've tried, failed. I'm not a 9 to 5 kind of person. I can't do it. It's not that I don't want to. I just can't. That's why I'm disabled. And then, so losing this SSI, as little as I get, would be devastating. Like, I would lose everything. So that was really stressful. And then my Zen teacher, Zukia from the Cedar Rapids Zen Center, she is also dying from cancer, and she's been put into hospice, and hopefully she'll be home soon. And then I just got a call today about my friend Pat. He's also, his cancer treatment from last time failed. He now has blood cancer, and he's just, I'm not going to keep doing it. It's too painful. I don't want to do it. I'm done. I'm just going to pass on. So he's given me the heads up on it, and that hurts because he's been my friend since early 2000s, and it's just, it's a lot. And then this move and reducing, you know, the grieving process itself is a hot mess for me, as it's all kinds of triggers, because usually when I get a breakup, it's just, I usually get abused or threatened to be killed. I mean, just a lot of horrific things happen during breakups, and luckily this is probably the easiest breakup I've ever had. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's frustrating. Oh, my nose is so, I guess I need to vacuum this house. It's so dirty right now. But it's frustrating. It's just so frustrating, and it is what it is. You know, you fall in love, you care about this person, you do your very best, and it doesn't work out, and you're watching them self-destruct, and there's nothing you can do about it other than you have to go with the ride, because your inability to take care of yourself is pretty much non-existent, because you don't get enough fundage or enough resources to do so. So I can't stay in this apartment that I really, really like, and because I just don't make enough. Hence why I'm trying to get this channel going, because one day I would like to get off my SSI, because it's such a hellish trap of survival. And I'm going to create art. I'm going to be making videos anyways, so why not get paid for it, you know? Why not try to make a life out of it so I can be more than some disabled person? I mean, just, I don't know. And then on top of it, I'm trying to run the nonprofit Kung Fu Club and getting a program going where I teach women self-defense, and then afterwards there's like a peer support, and we're bringing this back. I'm trying to do all of this, and then all of this craziness, and my bio mom had major surgery, and she's in a lot of pain, and I can't travel that far because it causes me severe pain. So I'm trying to contact her more so than I usually do, but I have to be very careful about that, because her schizophrenia, if I talk too much, too long, it activates it, and then next thing I know, her boyfriend, Chuck Norris, it's crazy. So it's a very delicate balance. And at the same time, I'm trying to clean up my new place, and this poor guy, his wife's dying, he's overtaxed, he needs help, he needs a full-time CNA. There's got to be some major decisions that have to be made in this house for him to keep his sanity, and by me moving there, I will be taking the burden off, because I'm a clean freak. I like things neat. I like things very clean and very orderly. It helps soothe my anxiety. So that's going to benefit him, and it's going to help him be able to relax and just enjoy being with his wife and not have to worry about cleaning all the time and whatever. So that's fine. And then I'm also trying to get Louis back into dog training because we are both way out of it, and that's going to be twice a week, and that's going to have to happen because the place I'm going to, it's much smaller and much more cramped than this apartment that I am, and him being a border collie, he needs room. He needs room to run and express himself, and so he can be a good service dog to me. So it's a lot. And then on top of that, I'm the one he's basically really moving me out. And it's middle of winter, and luckily right now it's supposed to be like as warm as you can possibly get for a while. So I'm trying to take full advantage of all this warmth and trying to get all of my art supplies over there that I cannot get wet, and enjoy the sunny weather and try to get as much vitamin D. Like, I've actually went outside in just a regular sweater today, and it was nice, and I was able to get a lot moved over and organized and getting things ready for the new place. And tomorrow's supposed to be another nice day, and so I'm packing, and I'm stressed, but I'm a lot better. You know, the grieving process is finally subsiding. I'm just irritable now because I just like the messes that are being left behind. It's driving me crazy. But it is what it is. But so I just want to let you guys know I'm still around. I did get my sketch box in. As soon as I get my my art set up, we're going to be doing that very quickly. They got the D&D project. I finally got the second payment for Marsha's drawing of our mutual friend. Her ex-boyfriend died when I was in Mount Pleasant, and that's how I met her, is through Jeremy. And Jeremy was also schizophrenic, and he was just, I'll have to tell you all this story later on, but really cool dude. He was winning at the end, and he had pneumonia and died from that after a surgery. And her and I he was the biggest, sweetest teddy bear ever. He was cool. You know, he's just a cool dude, and he suffered severely from schizophrenia. But I'll explain that later. So I will be working on that. And then on top of it, next month I got the White Crane starting, and it's gonna be busy. And then as soon as it's warm enough, we start working back on the camper, and it did turn over. Woohoo! It turned over. For those who are worried about Serenity, she turned over. She blew out a bunch of black smoke, but she turns over. She's gonna be able to drive into the new spot. So I'm very excited about that. So I don't have to give up my camper because I love that thing. That thing has to become a mobile art studio. I'm just absolutely determined to make this happen and try to get it at least stabilized by June so we can take our first trip and I can start doing my first painting at a park here nearby. And so I got goals, and so many goals. And it'll happen, and it's going to happen, but right now it's just major emotional big things. And on top of it, the Chiari, and I need to go to the eye doctor, and I hate dentists. They terrify me. I really do. I just wish they would put me under completely, do everything, and get it all done at once, because I don't handle things in my face. It's very triggering. It's very flashbacky from all the abuse I've endured, and trying to not gag because I was really bad gag reflex, and then just having all this stuff right in your face. It's just talking about it, I'm already just like anxiety filled. You know, but I need to do it because my teeth are starting to fall apart, and it's just, oh my god. And I know it. And plus, I gotta need to fix my guitars and get back to singing again and doing the things that make me, you know, not this grieving hot mess. So I just want to give you a heads up. I haven't forgotten you. I'm just pushing as hard as I can in the middle of winter, which is the worst time of the year for me and my fibro. And yeah, my goal is to get my studio set up, and within the next 2 weeks moved in And then the last 2 will be working on the garage and getting my camper moved to the new place and getting that set up. So I'm going to post links down below to really important things that are going to be coming up soon. So like the handicapped woodworking grant that I won. They also gave me a stand to go with it, and I really appreciate that. So there's like a lot of things that are going to be happening soon on this channel, not just in my everyday life, but also on the channel. And I also asked Jackie, when I help train, you know, the dog so I can keep training Louie, she says I have permission to record it, so you'll be able to see how I train the dog, and I'll try to explain it and create videos that way. And that will go onto a playlist as well. And you guys, that's why it's called Genre Stuff, because I do so much different things. I do so many different things. I don't want to do a bunch of different channels. That's just too much work. So I just do playlists. And the playlist, it just helps me keep things on track. And so, yeah. Next month is my birthday. I'll be 43 years old. And, I feel like I'm 80. But I guess all this moving is, I guess that's the kung fu, you know? Like, I feel like I, you know, like in the movies, you see them, he's all weak and tired, and then he has to do all this exercises and heavy lifting and all this stuff, right? And I feel like I'm at that space, and then at the end towards the movie, he's just kicking ass. Like, I'm really hoping that's what's going to happen for me, doing all of this work, and that will actually be a benefit for my health, for the long COVID I'm still struggling with. I move one box and I swear I sound like I ran a marathon. I'm huffing and everybody's like, are you okay? And I'm like, no. No, but I'm doing it. I've lost a lot of weight. So I'm trying to make sure I'm eating, and I'm trying to make sure, yeah, I'm eating enough and everything. So I'm taking vitamins, and just so much to do. So I'm waiting for this painkiller to kick in so I can keep packing boxes and getting shit ready and keep going forward. And look at that handsome boy. Because he's my puppy. Yeah. You have anything you want to say? Are you the best service dog in the world? I believe you are. The best. Love you, Pumpkin. So, yeah. He got to go see the new place today. He's been really, as a service dog, they really struggle sometimes with separation anxiety because you've trained them to be with you and observe you all the time, right? So I've been so busy trying to move things back and forth, and so he has not had a lot of time with me, and he's starting to have separation anxiety and cry and bark and whine. So I brought him over on the second load that I took over today, and he was a good boy. He was a good boy. A little bit in the way, because that's only because the room is so cramped right now. But he handled himself, and then him and Susie, or whatever the hell that dog's name is, some basset hound. I mean, I don't know what dog it is, but those two are best buddies. The little wiener dog, Dutch hound, there's one who's still like, I'm gonna screw you up. I'm like, you touch my dog, we're gonna go rounds. I don't care if you're a football-sized dog or not. Don't mess with my boy. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a lot of training, a lot of dog training in my future, and that's okay. It's good therapy, and I need that. It'll help my depression, because there's just not enough chocolate right now for me in the world to override the you that handsome boy. You my baby. Are you my handsome boy? Oh, it's just Millie. Yeah, he has resource guarding issues right now because I've been gone so long. So we're working through that so he can relax and feel better. So I have to move quick when I move things over, so I'm not gone for very long. He can handle about an hour or two at the most, and then he starts panicking because he's used to me going to club, because I can't always bring him because nobody pays attention to the fucking lessons when I bring my dog to Kung Fu class. But in the future, I'm going to have to, because he can't be cooped up in that tiny room right now until I get the rest of the house properly cleaned. Because like today, I was scooping up crap off the cement and he had chewed up and ate a toy, and sure enough, there's blue turds all over the place, and he gets really grumpy when his tummy hurts. I mean, grumpy. And so I have to be anal, pun intended here, about what he eats and what's on the floor and what he gets. Just, I have to. I can't afford to send him to the vet to get him cleaned out or get stuff removed. So we have to be very careful. So prevention is very due diligence, and yeah, I got a lot going on. It's a lot, and so I have a question. Here's what I want you to do to help me get through this crazy ass beginning of 2024. Tell me in the comments below what your favorite video has been so far and why you like it. What one really stood out? What one made you happiest? What one made you sad? What one made you, I hate this video, why am I still watching it? Like, what one brought out the most emotion in you? And explain that. I would love to know. My friends have been helping me doing like positivity reminders for me, because breakups, I'm very depressed right now because of everything, and so they've been reminding me how I am a positive in the world, and it's been really helpful, and it's been keeping me going. And so I'm asking if you will do that same favor for me, and tell me, why you loved following this channel. Let me know down below, because I need to see that. I need to see that, because I love what I do. But right now I'm struggling because there's such big, huge, deep grievings and separations and soon-to-be separations and death, and just, it's a lot. And I could really use the positivity and upbeatness right now, because that's what keeps me going. So if you can do that, please do so. I'm going to post my Venmo below. I'm going to post the Kung Fu PayPal link below. If you guys can at least donate to the club, even if it's $5, it's going to be really helpful, because it's going to be less stress that I have to pull out of my pocket money, which I barely have right now, to cover bills. And that would leave a lot. And if you want to do a big donation, remember, you can write that off on your taxes, because we are a non-profit. We are a 501c3, so you can write that off. So that would be really helpful if I can get some funds for at least the club, because then I can just focus on me and not have to worry about, am I going to be able to write, pay the check next month, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that would be really helpful. That would leave a lot of stress right now. A lot. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to stop rattling off your ear, and I'm not even going to edit this. I'm just going to plop it on my computer, upload it, post links below, and call it a day, because I am exhausted from lifting heavy boxes and moving and just dealing with big emotions. So this is what it is. And this is where I'm at. I haven't forgotten you guys. And by the way, to the 200, I think we're at 7 or 209. I don't remember. Thank you for every one of you guys who has subscribed and stuck with me and are going to be a part of watching this channel grow. And I'm excited. I'm really excited to watch this channel grow. I really am. It's going to be the next beautiful thing that I'm going to create. And in my, oh, one more thing before I go. The novels I'm writing, I'm very happy. They're coming along nicely. Speaking of books, oh, my nose itches from all the dog fur. Anyways, his book, I am going to have to do a second edition. The publisher, I've talked to a lawyer. She told me to keep his name out of my mouth, but this guy, I was his first client as a publisher. He's on his own publishing and whatnot, but yeah, he's a hot mess. I'm not very fucking happy with him right now. I'm going to be doing a second book. Once I get all this moved done, I was advised to write him a letter, tell him to no longer publish my book. He has no permission. And then I'll just have to do a second edition of Louise. But right now, I don't have the time to focus on that. That was a hot mess that I was hoping to get resolved through a lawyer, but I can't afford the lawyer. And it's just not worth the money to fight for. So I'm going to create a second book of Lou. I'm going to do some updates, and it will be published probably in June. I'm also going to be doing another book about Frederick the Snowy Owl. That'll be coming up soon. I'm waiting on information about his banding, about where he could possibly come from, so I can do a really cool story on that. Yeah, so I got some books and novels I'm working on. So I'm a busy girl, so, which is fine. It's keeping my brain from panicking all the time. Just keep it busy. Just keep it busy. But with that being said, guys, I love you. I'm really appreciative for all the support and the love you guys always show me. And I'm working my butt off as fast as I possibly can. The Sketchbox, it's going to be late this month, but if you don't know what Sketchbox is, go watch my Sketchbox playlist and check those out. They're a lot of fun. I love it. Highly recommend it if you're an artist or you got a child who's becoming an artist. This is a great way to get your supplies amped up. It's an amazing investment. So for those who follow me for the Sketchboxes, I'm going to be a little late. Just heads up on that. And as soon as I get settled in, man, it's gonna be art pound town. We're gonna be getting stuff done, and I can't wait because I'm missing it. I'm missing being able to do what I do and not moving. I hate moving so much. I've done it since I was a month old, and I'm sick of it. So with that being said, I love you. Thank you for your support, and you hit some guy right there. Says he loves you too. Peace, guys.